Okay, hello everyone, welcome to NRL, and today we're going to be here around Spain. Apologies for a bit of a delay because I had to invite everyone and I had to invite some reserves, which was quite a long time, and I had to invite pretty much everyone, which took around 10-15 minutes because yeah. But anyway, I think we are live now, so hopefully, yeah, as you can see, yeah, I've just got a notification now. We are live now for this Grand Prix. Okay, so we're supposed to have 15, but I think, according to Guillermo Force, he invited one of his friends, but I told him not to, and I kicked his two friends who he invited, but now I invited another one, so... Apologies, I'm just sorting out because one driver should not be here, but I can't kick them in mid-session, which is unfortunate. But maybe if there's a lobby restart, then maybe, but I'm not exactly sure. But anyway, welcome to Spain. In the Catalonian Barcelona, where of course the new format as well, like Australia for round one, we have a new format here, which obviously is just the remodeling of turn 10 and 11. So pretty much, yeah, that course completely changed. So time will be quicker. As you can see, currently I pyro with P1 and say he has not practiced. So very good time there. Good statement to show there from the McLaren driver. So let's see what can the Woking outfit do. In the McLaren, who currently looks very quick. But we'll see what will happen. So of course tyre wear will be very difficult to manage. So we'll see how will the drivers manage to go for that. But yeah, I just spoke, and yeah, apologies for the late stream, but currently Craigie P2 now is on a lap right now. So into turn 1, of course you got those remodeled curbs pretty much around because they've just completely transformed the circuit. Now you can really now use these curbs to an advantage. But now I think he is on a lap. I'm not sure. No, he's not on a lap. But let's see, anyone else on a lap? Bonneville is on a lap, I believe. So currently now we're into turn number 6, I think. I'm going to quickly check, just to not fumble it up. But let me just check. So, Spain. Oh, Bonneville is spun. And that is Bonneville spinning a Hasler just before turn number 9. Of course, the blind right-hander here, as you can see, is completely remodeled. You got the green curbs as well. As Sammy Bammy's retired, he's crashed. And now somebody has Natty will quickly get to see Natty, and I think he's binged it in the wall there. We'll quickly go through Ken's perspective, and we'll quickly see. Yes, he has crashed into the wall, but Ken currently 900ths up, and that's going to be a purple sector 1 for the Ferrari here. He's going to charge the grid here, as he's going to try and push himself to the limit here in PS Tier 1, as he has showed himself a good form last race, I believe. So I'll quickly tell you the results as well for the Bahrain Grand Prix last time out. But as you can see, there's someone blocking me in front there. I think that is get on my fast. I think he might have blocked him a little bit there, but as you can see, a 10th and a half, just about 10th and 300ths up in the middle sector. As you can see, through new remodeled turn 10 or 11. As you can see, bouncing through the curbs and now through the final chicane here, very challenging to get as well through traction, and as you can see, nicely on the traction. And now time to see what time he posts. It's going to be 1 minute 17.127. That's a very nice time from the Ferrari. As you can see, he's weaving there. He's quite happy from that lap. Only 12. Oh! And that's Ken celebrating a bit too much there, and they spins there. And now he's going to now stop here just to let all the drivers past. But that was a bit ambitious there from the Ferrari driver. So, as you can see, there absolutely no front wheel. All you can see is just the nose. But yeah. But it doesn't show the... Okay, yeah. Yep. Okay, so yeah, I've got the quarter corners. It's turn 10 and the 11. So it's 16 corners with how much DRS detection zones? We've got 2 DRS detection zones, so that means 2 DRS zones to use. So let's see how those drivers manage the overtake opportunity. So overtaking opportunity is going to turn 1 and turn number 10 and 11 with obviously new remodels. So racing will be a bit better. And now, as Pyro sets a quicker lap of a 1:16.852, so he increases that gap just to make sure he's a bit more comfortable there. And that's a nice lap here. So because I'm just going to put in the leader gaps now. So you get the gap to leader, but currently Pearson Jacks, who is on an in lap. So we'll see how will Pearson Jacks do in the future, but in the future minutes. Let's see, will he go for another lap? Maybe he will. He's got 4 minutes, so should be in time, hopefully, for the AlphaTauri driver. Natty currently P5, so he's showing himself a very, very good form with her 16 mod showing the exact same time with Topster currently P7. So we'll quickly have a look at the driver's standings. So of course, as now, I'm going to quickly have a look at the standings. So currently, so P1 was Ken, and yeah, you showed a very good form there with Dirk second, Topster third, Get On My Force fourth, her 16 mod fifth, Veteran sixth, Natty seventh, T-Bolt eighth, and then for the rest have, of course, DNF all have been disqualified due to penalties. So yeah, so I'm going to quickly now go through the standings for you. So we've got Topster currently leading the Drivers' Championship by 11 points from her 16 Rod, who's in second. VR Ken with that win is third, with Dirk fourth with 20 points, and then Josh with 15 points from his podium at Australia, and then we've got Gail My First and Bonnie will the exact same with points of 12. Pyro with 10 points in P8. P9 is Cryptech with 8 points. Craigie 10th with 6 points. Natty with 11 points. 6 points in P11, so Craig and Natty share the same amount of points, but then rest grid who are full-time have no points, but the reserves, Veton has 8 points, Wiggly Star has 4 points, with T-Bolt Dean as well, Toussaint has 1 point, and then Jayville has 0 points from reserve. So the team standings, we have got Alfa Romeo in first with Mercedes second with 35 points, Alpine third with 33, 2 points behind Mercedes, Haas just 1 point behind with 32, Ferrari fifth with 25, McLaren with 14 in sixth, and then 8 points for Williams in seventh, AlphaTauri eighth with 6 points, and then we have got Red Bull and Aston Martin pointless, so no point for the two outfits from the UK, of course, Red Bull from Milton Keynes, and then as now the reserve has joined. The guy who's not supposed to join has joined back. But anyway, now we've got 43 seconds to the end of this qualifying session, and Ken is on the lap right now. As you can see, let's go on board with him for his final lap in qualifying, as now you will see the Ferrari darting through. As you can see, currently he's 500ths up, which sets him a purple first sector, so it's looking good for the Ferrari driver. Pyro's on the out up as well. He's just about to get ready with 18 seconds remaining, as now we will see, can the Ferrari get pole position here? 2.5 tenths in the bit to gain here in the middle sector and the final sector here. And as you can see, somebody has spun ahead. I think that could be Crum. Yes, it is. As Ken now sets a purple middle sector. He's a 10.5 up. And now it's through turn 11 and now through turn 12 very shortly. And then you've got 14, and then 15, and then you've got the right-hander of turn 16. Now for Ferrari, is he going to get pole position in the Spanish Grand Prix? No, he won't. Only a 10.5 gain from that lap. Pearson Jacks is on the lap as well, 10.5 tenth and 300ths up. So Pearson Jacks can maybe overtake Ken here for second. Let's see, can Pearson Jacks do something about it, as Pyro has aborted his flying lap. I believe he's a 2.5 up, but Pearson Jacks improves, but just about by 12 milliseconds. Pearson Jacks is behind Pyro here by the littlest amount of time, so Pearson Jacks is going to be in the front row with Pyro, as Natty is on the lap, but he's in the gravel here at turn 12. And now Topstar is not on the lap, I believe. Anyone else on the lap? Your Ghost is... Yeah, but this guy's not supposed to be here. So I'm going to remind Gail my force next time if that he can't do that. Because this guy's reserve for sure with Wiggly Style. This guy and this guy should not be here at all. They should not be here. So it should just be 16, and it's 18 of us. So yeah, but of course for the results we'll obviously discard them from the results. So yeah, so pretty much whoever's behind them both, then they'll get promoted up 2 places, really. But it would be appreciated if Sammy could retire in the session. And never mind. But apparently, according to Pyro, he was 3 tenths up and he lost it. So he could have been a very good lap there from the Argentinian driver. Apologies there, I couldn't say the whole result, but I'm just sorting out. Ooh, it's going to be raining. Oh wow. And yeah, it is heavy rain for this Grand Prix, and this is going to get very, very, very spicy indeed. As rain is nice, but it can be chaotic. But yeah, so currently Manchester United are winning against Liverpool, so I'm not really happy. But it's going to be formation lap. Is on immersive, remember. So but anyway, now we're on to the formation lap as Pyro nearly spun the car there, so it will be raining. It's going to be full wet for this Grand Prix, as the drivers probably put on wet setups, maybe on qualifying. Park Ferme is on, of course. Someone has spun. I think it was maybe I think it was the Mercedes of Gelmai Forst, but I'm not sure. But I think one of them has spun, but of course, as you can see, everyone is spinning around. But yeah, as you can see, everyone warming up the tyres and the brakes, of course. So we'll see how will this rate start. So we have got 4.655 kilometers of this circuit, of course 33 laps, and lap record, of course, is 1 minute 18.441 by Daniel Ricciardo. So let's see, can anyone maybe beat that time here in NRL? So, but yeah, let's see what will the drivers do. Boniva's left the session, so I'm going to quickly invite Boniva back. So there we go, invitation sent. So I think Boniva must have lagged out. Of course, in the new rule books, if you intentionally leave, you'll get a penalty. So of course, the new rule book has been revisited, and of course, some minor changes have been done. As Pyro got disqualified, so nothing really serious. But as you can see, you can of course change the way. As you can see now, parking is going to be a thing. Now, drivers are going to make sure they have parked correctly in the cars. And as you can see now, we will be starting this Grand Prix 4-5 red light. And it's light, and it's going to be lights. As now it's going to be lights out very soon. As it's lights out, and away we go for the start of this Grand Prix. And Pearson, Jax and Pyro get a very equal start. They're going to be side by side into turn one. It's scrabbling all over the track, all over turn one right now. But Pearson, Jax down the inside. Pyro on the inside now. There's very close. Pearson, Jax just about leaves enough space, but her 16-year-old tries to go round the outside turn three, but Pyro goes on the grass there and loses control, and now he gets hit on the rear by Craigie there. So Pyro has lost control. He's now going down the order, but now Pearson Jack currently leading. There's a lot of chaos going on right now. Everyone looking for an overtake. Everyone wheel to wheel now. Verket trying to go round the outside, but now her 16-mod has made a mistake and has hit one of the drivers. I think he might have a lot of wing damage. And now Crumb currently P2 now, with everything happening. Pyro P16 right now. Now someone's on the gravel, and that is her 16 mod. He's struggling right now, and he's slowing down. Now Natty and Topster following, and everyone's going around the outside of the Alpine here. As now the Haas of Dirk and her 16 are now side by side through turn 10, and turn 11 is 3 wide as there's contact between Sammy and Dirk, and now Sammy's going to try and go around the outside of turn 12 as now Dirk is going to try and go down the inside but gets the double overtake, and there's massive contact at the back as now there's so much going on, and there's even more drama going on as now there's 3 drivers ghosted into each other, and now Gelmy Force gets a 3-second time penalty for track limits, and it's a crazy start here as now Anya Luca was retired and he's crashed there, and Wiggly still has spun. As now Wiggly Star accidentally hits the wall. There's a safety car or a VSC, I think is maybe a VSC. Pyro nearly spins here. He needs to watch out, but is it going to be a VSC? No VSC, I believe. Oh, Pyro needs to watch out as nearly hits the Williams there, but what a start, a crazy start. Oh, Natty! What happened to Natty? As now this VSC has come out and Bonnie's been disqualified, but I don't know how. I'm going to quickly look for race director because that is the... There we go. Okay. Let's quickly calmly say, yeah, boy, incidents. Oh my day, look how much. But yeah, nothing from lap 1. Yes, no DSQs, but now, yeah, there's a lot going on. There's now some drivers in the pits to change the tyres or maybe front wing. Yeah, but a crazy start. But yeah, Born Evil now is disqualified here for some odd reason, and of course I'm not gonna be able to restart here because, of course, if it was a large proportion of drivers there, then it will be. But Willie Stow and Yara go, so habits the reserve. As Josh nearly tags the rear of. But anyway, we've got Pierce Jacks leading right now in the AlphaTauri. It's the AlphaTauri double podium as it stands at the moment. So Pearson Jacks is leading off the line, his rival all the way back in P7. So he's going to try and make a good comeback, but he's made a massive mistake and nearly spins. Nearly spins again here. So Pyro struggling in the wet conditions here. And now Pearson Jacks is slowly getting a gap, but Crumb is slowly closing it down. It's now 2 seconds, so Crumb is kind of on the pace right now. So we'll see what can he do. But currently a purple middle first sector for Crumb. So Crumb really on the pace here. So can he maybe take the lead in the coming laps as yellow flags? In the first sector, I think Yara goes to spun. But now Yeah, but there's a lot happened there to lap 1. Well, anyway, now into lap 4, you know. Yes, so Harbett's and Williamsdale, they are on Inters, but I don't know if they are going to be quicker right now. It is, I think it's not really quick right now, but it's slowly starting to, and yes, Ken as well. So we'll see what they can do in the Inter tyres. We'll see, can they maybe see, but as you can see, it's getting light rain. It's light rain now. A bit, so you can see there's a bit of a dry line appearing, so soon I think it will transition into a dry, not a dry, inter conditions, but this could be a very smart strategy. Pyro now going into the pits, as now Pyro's retired for the session. So that's unfortunate. So it has to spun. That's Dirk spinning off. But yeah, now it's a safety car, I believe, going out. So, yeah, a safety car has come in. So apologies for the little silence, for the radio silence. But, of course, I just need to make sure everything's okay in the chat as well. But yeah, it's crazy. Crumb's now lagged out. So I'm going to pop him a quick invite. So, 2 seconds, everyone. If I can find him in the invite. Here we go. Okay, so I invited him. And now he should be coming now soon, hopefully. But Pearson Jacks is going to be leading still from this chaos, amidst the chaos. Josh is DNF'd, so something's happened to him, as now he's left the session as well. So I'm not sure what's going on here. Chaos. And he's crashed into the safety car. Oh wow, he's crashed into the safety car, and the way the safety car gets parked is quite unfortunate sometimes. But yes, now Craigie in the pits with I've got Gobadi, who's not supposed to be here, into the pits with Gelmai forced on the Inters. So maybe the Inters are maybe a good tyre, as now Dirk is going to get his front wing changed, as you can see, through the pit stop. But anyway, Dirk is now going to be in P8, just behind Natty here, who in the Alfa Romeo. So we'll see what can these drivers do. But Sammy Bammy now currently closing in on the drivers now. Ahead of him, which is Pearson Jackson Cromwell. So he's currently in the podium positions, but we've got some drivers on the Inters here, but I think it might just be wet conditions. Oh yeah, it's currently 1-0 still Man United against Liverpool, so not going good. We're also wearing the Liverpool kit as well into commentary. Why is Sammy Bammy slow? Or maybe it's just because of Delta. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what happened to Sammy here, but interesting. But yeah, Sammy's going to currently be leading here. Pearson Jack's on the inter, so some drivers are going on the inters, some are still on the wet tyres from the start of this Grand Prix, only except from Sammy Bammy, as my voice is slowly starting to lose. Money shouldn't be in the race. I'll get one of the admins to speak to that driver after this Grand Prix, because you can't do that unless they are proved to be a reserve. They can't be in this Grand Prix. But of course I said depends, but I thought maybe they are in the league, but they're not. But so refusing to leave as well. The guys who they joined. So yeah, just kick him out. I can't kick him out. I can't kick out. I think mid-session. I don't think you can at all mid-session, as Aragos has retired. So on track as well. So yeah. But yeah, anyway, there's a lot happening as well inside the chat, as well as but anyway, now some drivers just need to catch up to the safety car here, as now I'm currently just seeing that but now I'm seeing the safety car is coming in a slap, so that is great to hear, as now we're going to be slowly because now we're going to be starting very soon here. The safety cars come in now, and now we're going to be green flag racing for the first time this Grand Prix. Now, as you can see, and Sammy's going to lead the way here, but now the reserve, the driver who's weaving to maybe gain temperature, Ken has got a penalty for corner cutting, and now Sammy has, as you can see there, as now Ken retires from the session as well. Sammy now down to P2. As now the person who should not be here is leading this Grand Prix. Sammy currently P2 behind him. As now, I think the Inter's now quicker. I think, yes, the Inter's now quicker. So the wets, I think, need to be changed. But anyway, Pearson Jacks now he's going to try and get the move done as soon as possible here, but Sammy's going to try and defend this position, it seems. So I don't know really, but as you can see, Yeah, I said it depends on the assists, but I thought they were in this league. But then he invited them, and I instantly said, "Yeah, I don't know these people. I just and I decided to, I asked them to leave, but then they joined back. So, yeah. No, there's no. We're too deep into the race. We're too deep into the race now. It's 10 laps. There's absolutely no point to keep on carrying on this race. There's no point. But now Pierce and Jack side by side with Sammy here, and Sammy just about gives him enough room. They're going to be side by side through turn 3 now, as Pierce and Jack just about gets ahead of the Ferrari, and that is nice to see. As now Topster and Natty get overtaken by her 61, so I think it's a double overtake here. It's not fair. Yeah, someone, there's a bit of carbon fibre on the track. And the girl might force to retire from the session. Oh. And there's a safety car now. What is happening? There's only 10 laps in this Grand Prix, and there's another safety car. But yeah, now it's going to be a safety car. Now this is going to give Sammy the chance to pit again. With not losing the gap, but it really doesn't matter because he had to pit anyway. Is he going to pit? He's going to stay out. Very interesting. Dirk is going to go into the pits as now it's not time to let. Natty is going. As well as now they're going to change tyres now, so everyone gets a nice free pit stop. And who else should be reserving? And who else? And but yeah, anyway, apologies for the radio silence again. So I'm just sorting some things out in the chat. But anyway, I'm back now in watching the race now. So but anyway, now some drives are going to be. I'm hoping for a good race here now, as the Inters are now the better tyre. I'm not sure why Sammy's still on those Inter tyre. I'm not sure if he's trying to stretch the dries. But now we've got only maybe one more lap yeah, I think one more lap until the safety car goes back in, hopefully. But if not, then next lap. But I predict he will be in next lap, but we'll see. So Sammy Banny's going to be leading from... now my audio is cutting a little bit, so I think it's a bug anyway. So Sammy Banny currently going to be leading through the safety car. So we'll see how will Sammy Banny cope here in the wet tyres, which aren't the tyres to be on right now. But anyway, Sammy Banny is now going to be leading the pack here. Is he going to lead early? I think he won't be, as the safety car still needs to go in here. It's green flag race, but the safety car has to come in first, and then we will be able to get back up to green flag racing. You'll see, as you could see, now he slows down again. As now he starts, and now there's contact and his carbon fibre flying off. Somebody has hit someone, and there's carbon fibre flying off, and that is a Mandiant. I think that is, yep, that is. So happy it's his front wing, and now he lets everybody pass. Yeah, and as you can see there, very nice racing there, race gesture there from him. Yeah, but now currently Crum now taking the race lead instantly, but now everyone's swarming out. As now Sammy Banny is going to try and defend against the Williams into turn number 5, but as now I'm just sorting out something with times, but anyway, as now her 16 more down the inside into turn 10, and now as you can see everyone swarming in from behind looking to overtake, and as you can see Pearson Jack's diving down the inside of Sammy Banny on the Ferrari. He's now going to give up the position here, and now he's going to try and overtake as well as her 16 was, so he's going to try and overtake the Alpine exit. Pearson Jacks looks very quick on those into tyres. He's just stuck up behind him here, as now he's going to have a nice slipstream on the Alpine, but the Alpine has nicer straight line speed. Now Sir Habits retires, but I don't know if that's going to be yeah, I think he must have retired and crashed in the wall there, unfortunately. So yeah, but now the incident has been cleared. So now green flag racing, once again. And now 16 won now, only 1.8 seconds. But as you can see, Pearson Jacks is just pretty much up his gearbox now, and he's sitting up there right now in his gearbox, and he's going to try and overtake him here. As you can see, he gets a nice run through turn 9, and now he's going to get a chance into turn 10 and turn 11. He's going to try and dive it down the inside here. 16 well just gives him enough room to make the corner for both of them, but Pearson Jacks is looking for an overtake, and he wants to get ahead as he can, but he just can't find now here, as you can see now, Crum is still leading from the Williams behind. As now we'll see what can they do here, but as you can see, Pearson Jacks and her 16 still just draining their DRS. As now, as you can see, he's trying to look for a move down the inside, but her 16 is just a bit too much far ahead. As you can see now, the gap is around 3.5 tenths, but now we've got Natty as well close. But now Craig is going to try and get a move on Dirk. Downey inside into turn 5. And Sammy Bammy ahead making a bit of a mistake. But they're going to be side by side. Into turn 6 they go. And now it's going to be a very big drag race now into turn 7 and turn 8. 8 is now, they're still racing here. As now, but Craigie does get ahead. Finally, but now we've got Sammy Bammy ahead on the wet tyres. He's definitely going to try and look for a move. He's trying to go round the outside, but he's just a bit too far back. And as you can see, he's trying to go to the inside, maybe have a bit of a look, but unfortunately, he can't find the move. But yeah, currently. And now, as you can see, Craig down the inside of Sammy Bammy. Sammy Bammy 08 now going to be side by side. They tag each other just a little bit, but Sammy has got a better straight line speed. But now it's going to be 3 wide into turn 1. Who's going to win this out? And now it's going to be Craigie diving down the inside, but now it's Dirk forcing him off the track. Natty behind this. Now they're going to be side by side through turn 3. The Haas is ahead of Craigie, as now Craigie goes off track in doing so, as well as the Ferrari. Sammy Bammy, Natty is ahead of Sammy, as now Craigie behind Dirk here. Dirk up to P5, as now Natty is now ahead of Sammy Bammy into turn number 4, and now into turn 5 he's clearly ahead, with Wiggly Star just behind this pack of drivers, as now Pearson Jack still behind the Hair 16 mod, closing it onto the top 2 slowly, as now Pearson Jax has got a run. As you can see, he's trying to scare the Alpine ahead of him, as the Williams are now just taking the lead from this Grand Prix. Of course, he will be excluded from this race, so he's not going to pretty much win because he's not in this league, so he won't be able, but yeah, Chrome currently will be leading, but anyway, we've got now Craigie now behind Dirk here. They're going to both be draining their batteries. Who's going to be ahead into turn 1? He's slowly gaining onto Dirk. He's going to try and dive it down the inside. He doesn't, but Dirk goes a bit deep, and that's just going to enable Dirk, Craigie, to have a look into turn number 3 and number 4. I think Quigley has lagged out, but we're going to invite him just after this fight, as now, as you can see, Dirk has got a bit too deep, and that's enabled Craigie to go round the outside into turn 5, round the outside, and he's going to try to switch back after the exit of turn 5 is now through turn 6, and now turn 7 and 8 they go now, and the Haas is still ahead here with Topster, the championship leader, and Natty Pete, his teammate, just behind as well, as now Wiggly Style has joined back, so great to hear that. But currently you've got Craigie, who is now currently and now, as you can see, Craigie has got a nice run on Craigie, as now Craigie's going to do the same move, and now let's see, can Craigie get ahead here, as now it's a big difference in ERS. He's bit closer, but can Craigie get a nice run? As you can see, he has got a nice run on the Haas. The Haas is going to try, but as you can see, he's got better straight line speed, but he's going to try and have a look. He's really trying to get to the inside, but as you can see, Craigie's just a bit too far back with Topstar behind these lot as well. Matty has slowly lost the gap here, as now Wiggly Styles just got past Sammy Bammy, but It's now lap 18 of 33, so we've got 16 laps including this one to the end of this Grand Prix. Is now Pearson Jackson with 16 rod, but now her 16 rod takes the position back. But now Pearson Jax tries to fight back, but 16 rod is just ahead into turn number 12. And now turn 13 and 14 and 15 completed now by the Alpine and the AlphaTauri just behind him, as now the AlphaTauri is going to try and fight now. As you can see, he doesn't get the best exit that he wants, but now he's going to drain the battery, and now he's slowly just about gonna have enough ERS into turn 1. So as now Sammy Bama gets a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting, as now he goes into the pits, probably just a change of tyres. So as now, her 16 rod just half spins, and that forces Pearson Jax off the circuit, but he is safe. But her 16 rod nearly spins herself off there, so nice job, nice management there from her 16 rod. But Dirk, as now Craig is still behind Dirk here. Dirk really under huge pressure from the AlphaTauri behind, with the Topster behind as well. Natty slowly closing in as well on the 3-driver pack right now, as now Natty's going to try and push as hard as he can and get that. As you can see, it has been a huge snap of oversteer into turn 7 and 8. And as you can see, a nice 3-car train here, and Topster's definitely going to try and get involved in this fight between Craigie and Dirk, as now Pearson Jax is maybe going to try and push now, because he is now into free air, because he's been, and I thought for a second Pearson Jax has spun on his front wing POV, as now the Williams leading sets a fast lap for 1:27.895. And now currently Pearson Jax is going to try and get close to Crum, but it's going to be very difficult for the AlphaTauri driver. He's got 3 seconds to gain, but he can do it, but it's going to be a bit difficult. So we'll see what will happen in the next 14 laps or so. So yeah, as now still Craigie battling Dirk still for this 5th position. It is great to see that he's holding up onto Dirk here. Dirk really managing his ERS here. Craigie not really, but we'll see what will happen. But yeah, as you can see, Craigie currently in P6. He's still trying to get close, but now currently Natty slowly going back now, 2 seconds now. So Natty maybe will try his best to gain that time back on the grid. But anyway, meanwhile, Craigie's still trying to overtake here. Now he's got a good chance. It's going to be the same. Craigie, Dirk goes deep now. And now it's going to be just about 2 tenths between the AlphaTauri and the Haas, but now 3 tenths, and now still Dirk is going to be ahead of the AlphaTauri, as now the American outfit is going to try and stay ahead of the Italian the Swiss. No, the Italian outfit. Sorry. As you can see, the AlphaTauri is a Swiss outfit. Anyway, Craigie now getting even closer here. It's slowly started to rain less. We can see a bit of a dry line going on, but now let's see what can Craigie do now into turn 1, and now what his objective is here is just to get as close to his gearbox as possible and get the overtake. But as you can see, he makes a bit of contact with Dirk, and now this will maybe open up the chances here. He's very close. And now, as you can see, Dirk is now going to use his battery, but now as someone has spun into turn 1, or someone goes side by side, it's Pierce and Jax and Crumb here. They're going to be side by side into turn 4 here. And now Jax is going around the outside, and now as you can see, he's now going to go down the outside here. The Crumb still alongside the AlphaTauri. Now into turn 7 and 8 we go. Crumb dives it but gets a bit of a bad exit, and now this collision, and now Crumb spins and he resets the track, and that is going to be a disqualification for Crumb as he reset there. So very unfortunate to see there, as Crumb will get disqualified from this Grand Prix, unfortunately. So not good to see from his point of view. But Pearson Jax now has got 7 seconds to the Williams ahead, and he's got around 12 laps to go in this Grand Prix. As now Crumb is retired in the pit lane, so and he's crashed. And there's a safety car now, so this is great for Pearson Jackson, everyone who's on the old tyres. And then everyone now will pit for fresh tyres and into tyres, and this will really help. But I don't know what happened to Crumb though. Is DNF, but he crashed, so I don't know what happened really. But Wiggly Style into the pits here and goes for on the mediums. It's drying up. Oh wow. So from the start it's been dry, it's been heavy rain, now it's and now it's going to be dry, and now Wiggly Style is going to be on the medium tyres. As now, anyway, we've got Wiggly Style on the mediums here, so Wiggly Style is going to try and do a strategy, which is going to be very interesting, as now we'll see, is it going to be dry tyres? I think everyone's going to start going on dry tyres. It'll be very difficult to warm up these tyres because of course, tyres will be overheated because they're dry and wet conditions, so they will warm up slowly. Now, as you can see, Pearson Jax goes on the fresh scent of Inters. Oh wow. As you can see now, currently we've got 9 DNFs in, which is crazy. So definitely we'll definitely need to see about driving standards. So not the best, but yeah, not really good to be honest. But Natty currently P3 now with all this. He's on the old Inters though, so he could be the big threat from the drivers behind. You've got Pearson Jax who's on the Inters, but we've got here 16 Rod who's on the dry slick tyres behind him. So we'll see. As I see, the Williams ahead on the mediums as well, so let's see how will the drivers on the slick tyres handle this Grand Prix. But But yeah, still, Pearson Jackson retired though. He's crashed. Oh wow, he has crashed, and that could maybe prolong the safety car period time. So what on earth is going on? Wow, this is a chaotic race. Very, very, very chaotic race, but yeah. It's such a chaotic race right now. As now, so let's see, as now it's 2-0 Manchester United to Liverpool. Oh no. Oh no. And now Topser gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So yeah, currently, now will the safety car come in this lap? I don't think it will be. I think next lap it will come in, so we'll see what will happen. But still is drying up. I don't think DRS has been enabled, unless I was wrong, but as yeah, currently, we've got Topster who's P5 on the medium tyres, so yeah, we'll see if the soft tyres are still good, but it is very slowly drying. So yeah, this could be a very good strategy call by the drivers who are on the inters, so we'll see. But now the safety car is in this lap. As now I just saw, as now we're going to get back up to green flag racing here. As currently now it's going to be green flag racing, and once again, as now now here's 61 into the pit, something has happened. Natty now fighting Dirk here for the race win, which is right now. And Natty, can he get his first race win here of this season? I'm not sure in an NRL, but it would be nice if he got his win and will boost the points in the Alfa Romeo Constructors Championship, but Natty is looking very good here on grip. As you can see, he is very close, and now he's going to try and move on the outside. As you can see, ambitious here on the outside of turn 5. Natty is now just about behind here. As you can see, Dirk is ahead. And now Natty looks very quick on those tyres, but still, it's the soft, it's the slick, not the slick tyres. They are worse, but as you can see, Gobadi now currently is now ahead. It gets ahead here, but of course he won't be in the race results, of course. So nothing really serious. So yeah. But anyway, Natty P2 right now. He's gonna try his best to get this race lead. He can potentially win here. It's going to be difficult, but I think Natty will be able to do it. He's currently 5/10 behind Dirk here. Dirk is now, as you can see, Natty is closing in here, and now we will see what will happen. But yeah. As I currently Gobadi P3 with Craigie 4th, Sammy 5th with Topstar 8th, Willie Star 7th, and someone has spun, I think. I don't know if it could be Natty. I think it might be Natty, I'm not sure, but I think it could be. And now we've got around 6 laps left to go in this Grand Prix. As now Williams is now getting slowly close to him, but now I think the soft tyres aren't the good way to go here, if I'm going to be honest. So yeah, but anyway, such a crazy race. Here only 10 DNFs. Out of 18, so definitely not a good race, but definitely I will hope for a better one next time. As now currently it's now going to be like 29 out of 33, as now we're slowly starting to finish this Grand Prix now, as now her 61 gets past of Sammy Bammy, as now her 61 can get past Craigie here, but it's 4 laps left. He's gaining so much, he's gaining 3 or 4 tenths now every corner, so he could get him in maybe next lap, maybe next 2 laps. Craigie will need to be careful about it, but maybe the track will get more dry as the race goes by. None of them have penalties, so you'll see. But the softs maybe start getting a bit quicker. It depends, but as you can see, Craig goes a bit wide here. But now the softs maybe will start working in a bit, but we'll see what will happen. As now, as you can see, Natty is now 1.7 seconds behind Dirk here. So Natty slowly fighting back here against Dirk here. Dirk might get his first race win of the season here. As if he does, he will be very happy of that indeed. Of course, he got second place, and now he will get first. So that is very nice for his points tally. Of course, Topstar is P8, the championship leader. Not really good form of his, but definitely we'll see a lot more action happening. But currently her 61, the gap was around 6 seconds, now it's 4 seconds, so he's gaining a lot of time. I don't think the track is drying really quickly as expected, but the track seems to be a bit dry now. As you can see, it's just a bit of puddles now around the asphalt, so maybe slowly the softs will be better. As you can see now, is the gap was 4 seconds. That's 4.2. And this makes me question, are the soft tyres a bit better now? As maybe the softs could be a good advantage. As you can see, Craig makes a mistake there. Now, a 16-rod will get slightly closer here. And as you can see, Sammy Bammy 1.7 seconds behind. So it is drying. But it's not going to be dry enough for soft to be better than the inters. But slowly but surely, the softs are, and the inters are having a crossover. So, you know, it could be. It'll be happening. But hopefully, as now currently, I want to quickly see. So currently lap 31 out of 33. As you can see, we've got Natty, who's now 2.2 seconds down on Dirk here, who's currently leading this race and looks on course to win this Grand Prix. And as you can see, the soft tyres, I think, are going to be quicker. I think it's dried up here. And as you can see, look how much he's gaining. Now, Craigie could maybe be going for a very big race here. And now he needs to push the car if he wants to get this race win. Now, see, there's like rain droplets on camera, but it's not raining at all. It's just a bit of a glitch. But now, yeah, as you can see, the track is completely dry. So now, Sammy Bammy now is just behind him now. So I think, yep, Craigie's just set the fast lap on the soft. So now it's going to be the softs which are quicker. So now it's just now the penultimate lap of this Grand Prix. Can we see a very big race here? The Inters are going to be suffering a lot now on a dry track now, and Craig is going to be gaining. As you can see now, it's 11.1 seconds, and he's set a purple middle sector. So we will definitely see a very big challenge here. Can Craigie? He needs to gain 5 seconds in 2 laps, which is possible to do, but he needs to push as hard as he can. He's got 17% of battery. As you can see, he's flying right now, and his gap currently 9.9 seconds. And now is yellow flag in sector 2, and I think Sammy Bammy has spun out, unfortunately. So I think by now, and Dirk is now starting the final lap of this Grand Prix. Craig is gaining only 2 seconds alone this lap. So I think as now someone has spun, and now it's the Williams. That's the Williams who has spun out at the main straight. As now Craigie sets the fastest lap again. Now as you can see, they're going to be fighting it for the final lap of this Grand Prix. As you can see, Craigie's just got ahead here. The Williams tried to fight back. As you can see, loses a bit of control and nearly spins there. And now Craigie is through, and now is on to the final lap here. As chaos in this Grand Prix, very big chaos, but we can see that it's very nice to see that this type of racing is possible. But now let's quickly look now. As you can see, Dirk, now DRS is now enabled, so now the softs are going to be gaining. As you can see, he is gaining tenths now, but it's too late. Dirk, with a good strategy, has managed to kept his cool for the entire Grand Prix amidst all the chaos. He's going to come around the final corner, and he's going to move to the right to take the win of this Grand Prix. And as Nazi takes second here for the podium position, Craigie now takes As now Craigie will take third position. With the Williams taking fourth, Sammy Bammy fifth, WSO's her 16 rod coming down into sixth position here just now. As now Sammy Bammy's actually spun out of the final corner. So unfortunate. Wiggly Style and Sammy Bammy will just about, as now Wiggly Style does set the fastest lap and goes up to P6 because of Sammy Bammy's penalties. Thompson now will be going through the final corner. The championship lead, not the best race for him, but P8 is his final result for the Grand Prix. As now, that is the podium, and as you can see, Dirk takes first position with Natty second. As now, I'll quickly take a picture. So as you can see now, race. So for the race result. But Craigie takes third position. Ave Gobadi takes fourth, but he's not, of course, he's not supposed to be here, so he'll be counted out. Her 16 rod takes fifth, Wiggly Style fifth, sixth, and then fifth pretty much, and then sixth is Sammy Bammy, Topster seventh, and then eighth, and 16th are DNFs, of course. Yorgos is not supposed to be here as well. So, but anyway, that is the race. A crazy race. 4 stops for her 16 rod, 2 stops for Dirk here. So yeah, thank you everyone for this crazy race. Yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, see you next time. I'm gonna let you know. As I'll quickly have a look at the calendar. But I think next it's going to be. I'll quick look now. But I think it's going to be maybe Canada, maybe somewhere like that. I'll quickly have a look now. But thank you everyone for joining. As next it will be the Imola for sprint race. It should be in a couple of weeks, maybe 1 week or 2 weeks, maybe, because it's following a break. But thank you everyone for joining, and yeah, it's been a great one, and I'll see you very soon. As now great, and yeah, crazy race. Thank you.